your eye contact.
Hey everyone, it's Ezra. Listen, love and share love, everyone. Hopefully I might get a few more videos up in the next, in the next few weeks, but I'm kind of struggling to get videos up at the moment because I kind of had another little setback. So yeah, anyway, so I'm looking at ASTRO's All Night music video. This was released on the 16th of January. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what date it's going to be by the time I get this one actually edited and even up. I'm just feeling well enough now that I can actually record this. It's going to be very interesting to see what it's like because their last release, Always You from memory, it was very beautiful. It had a much more mature theme to it compared to a lot of Astro's earlier stuff and releases they'd had up to that point, despite the fact they'd had a large gap between those two releases, between Only You and their comeback before that. So, like I said, I'm very interested. I do think they kind of, like, I really love that more mature vibe from them. It was a little bit more on the, not dark side, but it had a lot more raw emotions in it compared to a lot of their other stuff, you could say. Just music video and song-wise, looking at those music videos and songs, not all the other songs and that they've released on their albums and that. Like I said, I'm just comparing this to other music videos and songs with those music videos. So this is All Night. Looking at the few teasers that I've seen, they're still keeping with that slightly more mature theme and vibe, which I actually really loved in Always You. So here we go, everyone. Oh, it's so beautiful. Love the glass box and all the flowers there. Huh? Fine. Oh. Very bright and light, that feel. Kind of reflects that garden they've got there. Wow. Loving those open gardens. A fish. I hope he's not going to drink that. Ooh. Ooh, more flowers, petals, roses. Ooh. Okay, that reminds me of way too many music videos, that bit. Book in the tree. Oh, that's beautiful. The rose. Kind of like Beauty and the Beast vibe there. Watching flowers grow. Ooh. Okay, that also, yeah. The Rose. All Night. Astro. Huh? Yeah, the hanging up there, yeah, that sound. Okay, so one thing with this song, it's like all night, it's like, doesn't call, like, talk on the phone all night, call me up, whatever, I want to be with you all night. You really get that out of the song and also the music video, especially with some of the actions and that they do with it, like the phone action. Good song, good music video. I do have to admit though, there were 2 points in it which have kind of been reused a fair bit more recently in certain music videos and that I've seen. I think it's more the groups and that I felt like, I'm not saying they've copied them, I'm just saying, to be honest, like, certain settings and scenes in that music video remind me of other music videos, because it's a concept that's actually getting used a lot more lately, a lot with flowers representing scents or scent of a person, their beauty, how delicate they are. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I think to a point now, it's starting to get to a point where it's nearly getting to a point where it's actually becoming really easier to distinguish where a music video or song is going just because of that. It's just my personal opinion now on that. I did love the not the single rose, but like a small rose plant in the glass dome, kind of like Beauty and the Beast, a red rose. Kind of gave you that kind of vibe, you know, that when they're all sitting around the table, that really brought that kind of, you know, Beauty and the Beast vibe to it, in the sense that, you know, beautiful flower, you know, limited amount of time, because anyone that knows the Beauty and the Beast story knows that the Beast only has a limited amount of time before that flower wilts and fades away. I think that's kind of what that represents here with this music video. The flowers and settings are really beautiful. They've gone for like kind of Garden of Eden kind of vibe there, with like some of the settings for the gardens and that, because they're so beautiful, filled with not just flowers but also plants and other trees, especially some with fruit in it, kind of representing a beauty, a Garden of Eden, and also other aspects of the music video too, with just the building itself too that they're in. It kind of gives it a slight Romany vibe to it, like with the columns, the colors, and just the structures of the buildings. Kind of remind you of like say older Roman buildings, not necessarily so clean and like whitewashed, but like with plants and that growing in them. That's kind of the vibe you do get with that as well, and it does really give a beautiful feel to it. Like I said, the 2 points in the music video that really kind of remind me of other music videos. I'm sorry, but I just kind of can't let that go, only because I really think to a point now they need to kind of really change it up a bit when it comes to flowers, only to a point, just because, well, like I said, it's getting to a point where it's starting to become a bit too easy to tell, and I think in the next few years, if they kind of don't say necessarily go away from it, but don't change it up, make it individualistic to each group, it's going to really start becoming a bit of a reusable thing groups can go back to here. But I'm not saying it's not for this group. I'm saying for this group, they did actually feel like with this music video, it does work for them, but it does slightly remind me of other groups and music videos. Plus, I've been sick, so I've been watching a lot of music videos, so that probably is not helping at the moment. But still, it's a good song. It's got a much more bubbly, upbeat vibe, like a lot of Astro's earlier stuff, but it's not, it has a slight pop vibe to it, but it's not heavy. It does have that depth and a beauty that Always You Had. It doesn't have a sad vibe to it. It just has a happier vibe. A brilliant song. Vocal wise, the only thing I could really not like vocal wise is I think they maybe could have added a little bit more vocally, just with some of their high notes, because I really loved it. Like when they hit those really high notes with this song, it really lifted me up with this song. So that's about the only thing I can really comment on. If they maybe had a few more of those higher notes in there, I reckon it really would have lifted this song up just a bit more. But it's a great song, great music video. I really love it, and it's great to see him back, especially after everything that's happened to him over the last few years. So this is All Night. Check out Always You. It's a really beautiful song. It is different again and is still very different to this. This kind of brings you back more to Astro's lesson. They're much more happier, bubbly music videos and songs in that respect. So, like I said, but it's also got that more mature vibe to it, which I think Astro, to a point, they did kind of need it moving forward, but the way they ended up having to get it is another matter entirely with just everything that happened to them. So, like I said, All Night, go check it out, people. Beautiful song and music video. Music video you really cannot fault because it is so beautiful, is so intricate, and it's just so deep, with especially with the amount of effort they put into it as well. Anyway, this is Ezra. Listen, love, share, love. I hope to have a few more videos up eventually. See ya.
숨죽인 채 계속 참아야 했어 우리의 운명인 걸까 여전히 그곳에 네가 아직도 있을까